Hi friends, welcome back to our channel Creative Edmo. Today we are going to learn about subject and predicate. So let's start. So friends, tell me, do you like to talk? Of course we all do, isn't it? So what do we talk about when we are talking? Either you talk about someone or something, isn't it? For example, you may talk about your mom, your dad, your dog, your bag, your table, your bike, isn't it? So then you say something about that someone or something. For example, you may say, my bag is heavy, or my dad is awesome, my mom is cool, isn't it? So let's take another example over here. Now look at this example. My sister helps me a lot. In this sentence, what are you talking about? You are talking about my sister. These are the words that tell you what you are talking about, isn't it? So my sister becomes the subject over here. This is the subject of the sentence. Okay? And what are you saying about my sister? What are you saying about your sister over here? You are saying my sister, what does she do? Helps me a lot. Okay. So this part where you are saying something about the subject becomes the predicate. Okay. So my sister is the subject over here and helps me a lot becomes the predicate. Okay. So you have a subject to talk about and you say or predicate something about that subject. Is it clear? Now going back to our previous definition, so subject is someone or something that you talk about. Clear? And what is predicate? Predicate is something that you say about that someone or something. That means predicate is something that you say about the subject. Okay? Now let's take some more examples. Over here, the example given is, my friend invited me to his birthday party. Okay? So now quickly think, what is the subject here? You are talking about, that's it, my friend. So my friend is the subject here. And what did your friend do? Invited me to his birthday party. This part of the sentence is the predicate. Clear? Next example, Mr. Singh gave me a gift. Okay. So over here, Mr. Singh is the subject and gave me a gift is the predicate. Simple enough. Okay, let's take some more examples. He has a round face. So of course, he is the subject over here. So you can see that a pronoun can also be the subject. Okay. And has a round face. So he possesses a round face. So that part of the sentence is the predicate. Okay. Now the next sentence, my mother is beautiful. Right? You are praising your mom. So my mother, you are talking about your mother. So my mother becomes the subject and what you are saying about her is beautiful becomes the predicate. Clear? Okay. Now let's quickly look at some more examples. I'm sure you'll be able to guess now. She danced gracefully. So what is the subject over here? Of course, the word she and predicate danced gracefully. Okay. The next example, the early bird catches the worm. So of course the subject is the early bird. And what are you saying about that? Catches the worm. Predicate. Okay. Did you notice something in all these examples? Yes, the subject of the sentence usually comes first. So do you think that whatever comes in the beginning of the sentence should be the subject? Is that the case? Then what about these examples? Look over here. On the top of the hill lives a monk. So basically, you are talking about a monk, isn't it? So this is the subject over here. And what part of the sentence is the predicate? on the top of the hill lives. Okay, so this sentence basically means that a monk lives on the top of the hill. Such types of sentence structures you normally find in poems, isn't it? So you have to be very careful. You have to identify who or what is the subject, and accordingly you have to write the predicate. Okay, so let's take another example. Here comes the van. So basically probably you have been waiting for the van for a very long time. So finally when it arrives, you say in an exclamatory way, here comes the van. So the van is the subject, here comes is the predicate. So in these examples, the subject does not come in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so be careful. Now what about these sentences? Sit down, be quiet. Now these are the orders. Okay, so these are imperative sentences. If you do not know what are imperative sentences, then I request you to kindly go through my video types of sentences. I have given the link in the description. Please click on it to learn all about different types of sentences. Okay, coming back to this. So sit down, be quiet. Where is the subject over here? Now in imperative sentences like these, the subject is left out. Why? Because it is implied. It is understood that the subject is you. Someone is giving you the order. Sit down, like how your teacher may say. Be quiet. Okay. So therefore, in the sentence, sit down, the subject is implied. Okay. It is understood that the subject is you, and rest, sit down is the predicate. Okay. Same way, be quiet. Implied subject is you and predicate is be quiet. I hope it's clear. Now, let's quickly revise. A sentence has two parts, okay? Subject, the part which names the person or thing we are talking about, is called the subject of the sentence. Please notice that I have written like thing. It may include anything, okay? Any object, any singular noun, plural noun, anything, okay? Any bird, animal. And then what is predicate? The part which tells something about the subject is called the predicate of the sentence. Okay? For example, the teacher praised everyone. The teacher is the subject, praised everyone, predicate. We should respect others. We is the subject, should respect others, predicate. Mary had a little lamb. Mary is the subject over here. Had a little lamb is the predicate. Okay. So I hope this topic of subject and predicate is clear to you.
If this video helped you, kindly like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to receive notifications. Thank you.